To complete a job where you're actually charging for certain work that's going to be done, yet you still need to leave an estimate for the customer, you're going to do it as followed. The first thing we're going to focus on is entering all the tasks that the customer will be having done today for the service job. Doing that is done the same way as completing a standard COD call. We will begin by selecting our page type. For this one, we'll select the faucets. And we'll go ahead and select our detailed subheading code. From here, we will go ahead and select the task that we wish to add to our option sheet. And we'll add this to our option sheet just as we did before by selecting options and selecting option 1. You want to make sure that every task that the customer will be paying for today is on option 1. You'll repeat this process as needed to make sure that every task the customer will be paying for is selected on option 1. The next one we will be doing is a sewer drain repair, and we'll select cleanouts, and we'll select the first one, the 2-inch plastic cleanout and wall. From here, we'll repeat the process of adding this to our option 1, and we will go back to our build options screen. Once all the tasks have been entered in, whether they're custom tasks or flat rate tasks, you will then go ahead and begin building the estimate that you're going to be leaving for the customer. The first thing you're going to do is select the task just like you did before in kitchen faucet, and we'll select the task we wish to add to our estimate option. From here on the task display screen, instead of adding to option 1, we are going to now add our estimate task to option 2. Once that's been selected, just like before, it will take us back to our good, better, best options, and we'll select back to return to our main build options screen. From here, we'll go ahead and enter the second task or the third task, depending on how many you have entered in, that you wish to add to the option sheet. And we'll select the shower head that we want to give the estimate for. Just like on the previous task, we're going to select our options, and we're going to select option 2. This process will be repeated until every task you wish to have added to your estimate has been added to option 2. Once you are ready to have the customer sign for the work you're going to be performing today, you will click your Generate option, which will take you in to your option 1. This is going to be the work that's going to be performed by the customer today. Just like before, you can manipulate these options by increasing the quantities or removing a task from the work that's going to be done. When the customer has accepted the service work, make sure that our option 1 is selected up here at the top and click Accept option. We will then have the customer sign for the work that's going to be performed. However, if this is going to be a call where there is no customer present and work has been authorized over the phone or it's not applicable, NA can be entered just like before. Once that's been signed, the Save Signature button will need to be pressed, and you'll be taken back into your waiver of right to rescind. In the text box above, you will have the customer enter in why they are waiving their 3-day rights to cancel the service work that's going to be performed. Once they have entered that in, they will then need to sign below to approve the notice of cancellation form. When this has been completed, the Save Signature button will need to be selected, and this will take you back to your build options screen. This will go ahead and start sending our options back to our office and let us know as soon as those have been saved successfully. When you're ready to close the call, you're going to go to your options and you're going to select Close. And you're going to begin entering your materials just like on a standard COD that were used. The next portion is going to be your notes, where you will verify that this is what you'd like to have recorded to the history of the job. Once adjustments have been made, or if you are satisfied with the initial notes that were entered in, you can click your Save button to return back to your closing price breakdown screen. At this point, it's now time to record how the customer paid, and we'll go ahead and have the customer sign. And just like before, we will finalize and hit Save to send all of our information back. Once the call has been closed successfully, you will be notified. And the final step is to process. We'll go ahead and select our non-service code and save. And we'll go ahead and answer yes or no as to whether the job was completed safely or not. And now it's asking us to select an option to log an estimate. Since we put all of our tasks that we're adding to the estimate on option 2, we are going to go ahead and select option 2. This will generate an estimate in the system that can be emailed by the office to the customer. Once completed, you will still be prompted with the email for the invoice to be sent out for the work that was done, or send a paper copy. Once the email has been sent, you will go ahead and click OK on call process successfully, and click your back to return to your call status screen.